All the merit to the foundation of the music, to all the godfathers who set it. You know, you have some little people who don't respect. As a matter of fact, them show no hard on men for the elders, but you see the elders them? You see the elders them? Tell them, say, watch it. When a nurse on a pet, when a dribble on a soda, when a powder. When a better respect the elder entertainer. When a nurse on a pet, when a dribble on a soda, when a powder. All of the foundation said respect for some little entertainer. What is the matter with them? Them do a one song which is me top of top 10. Nothing no itty tighty fleety flighty pussy like a them face a rule. I been pa even for them best friend and them no old. Them original corner again. Lyrics the solution for the whole of them. If them want like them want disrespect legend. Cool, cool. You ride done roll. You are a godfather of the DJ school. Cool, cool. Jayu done roll. Influential factor of the DJ school. Cool, cool. King Stitch done roll. He's the father Stitch well equipping at the school. Cool, cool. Brigadier done roll. Dreadlocks educator of the DJ school. So, when a nurse, when a vet, when a dribble, when a soda, when a powder. The only youngsters who are disrespect the elder. When a nurse and a pet, when a dribble, when a soda, when a powder. We set the foundation, set the step, feed them follow. Step by step you have to climb the ladder. The elders you have to show respect for. Early peers set a work, live forever. At the foundation the juvenile start follow. Cool, cool. Shows the wheel done roll. Hardcore ragga tough enough the DJ school. Cool, cool. Admiral done roll. Five zoology in the DJ school. Cool, cool. Papa San done roll. Him run the marathon in the DJ school. Cool, cool. Tiger him done roll. The man of the style in the DJ school. Cool, cool. Super Cat done roll. Dan, dada of the DJ school. Mike and Equalizer at the DJ tool. And people come and dance like children going to school. You can't be a mimic, you can't be a fool. You have to present your style and make them know say it rule. True. When a nurse, when a bread, when a dribble, when a soda, when a powder. The all the youngsters who are try disrespect the elder. When a nurse, when a bread, when a dribble, when a soda, when a powder. To all the elder entertainer, respect goes on for. Listen, clash of the titan and buckle of the giant. Respect the foundation and you be brilliant. A youth like me, who is living militant. I be calm as a lamb to overcome ignorant. Music give me my yearly allowance. Cool, cool. General Cheese done roll. Rumpus kicking up in the DJ school. Cool, cool. Early B you done roll. Early B you are the doctor of the DJ school. Cool, cool. Trinity you done roll. I love the style, I love the pattern that you're setting at the school. Cool, cool. Thomas you done roll. Pace of this, pace of that, a boom shot in at the school. Some little entertainer, what is the matter with them? They do a one song which will be top of top 10. Nothing no itty tighty fleety flighty bossy like a them face a roof, face a bend pa even feel them best friend and them no old. Them original corner again. Lyrics is the solution for the whole of them. I respect Coparima and down a top 10.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. We're just approaching 1 o'clock in the morning. Officially 7:25. Just a few minutes, about 50 minutes after July 24th, a special day for me. Officially my 37th birthday. Yes, give it up for me. Give it up for me. I know I got a hand clap. Do I got a hand clap sound effect? Thank you, thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind, ladies and gentlemen. You are too kind. You see what the title of this video is, and this is exactly the topic that we're going to go dive into and flesh out a little bit. I have someone who may be joining me to speak a little bit on this topic, and we're just speaking again in the generalities of the topic itself. There she go. That's what's up. Song requests will be live only in Discord for this one, Gigi. Appreciate you for coming through. Like I was just saying, I am expecting someone to join me on the panel. Me and her were just talking. Oh, and thank you so much, Gigi. Thank you so much. I just was speaking with this person. They had to take a phone call. I hope everything is okay over there. If not, I will continue on and, you know, wish them all the best. You know what I mean? It would have been so much more exciting too to get another perspective besides my own speaking again on this topic. I know the thumbnail will catch a lot of people's eyes. As you can see, the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock meme, which was also the Batman slapping Robin meme with its own twist somebody made. I thought it was really cool. But it fits within the narrative of the topic because that scenario again was a physical response to a perceived slight, where I know a lot of people would say that you can't react in violence to disrespect. But what we want to find out, what we want to dive into is there such a thing as self-defense for your mental health? Most definitely. Interesting to me. Let's get into this. Another one. We got a few more hits as we do a couple of sound checks. And I'll still try to reach out to this young lady, and then we'll keep it moving. Money, power, respect. What you need in life.
Hey, yo, my whole clique bout it. We take yours while you pout about it. Truck, step out, wanna crowd around it. You can see me on Optimum TV. On your bathroom, turn the light out, scream Bloody Mary. 1, 2, 3. Chic ain't your usual friend, but I can set you up like Heisen and walk straight at the end. I'm done with ice and charms. I'm trying to ice my whole casket when I'm gone. Pull up with class on the dawn. Once I meet him, I greet him. Kiss his feet for freedom. Tell him thank you, Lord. Cause on earth I was getting bored. Now resurrect me back to this cat called sheep. So I can make this album and get back the cats that's weak. 230, 6'2. Me buds for you, that's like a cat versus a pit bull. Gun, no flip bull. Keep hunger and plan for the future. Cause you figure you gon' be older. Way longer than you gon' be younger.
Key to life. Money, power, respect. What you need in life. Money, power, respect. You'll be eating right. Money, power, respect. You can sleep at night. You'll see the light. What's the key to life? Money, power, respect. What you need in life. Money, power, respect. You'll be eating right. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. What's the key to life?
Only time to tell how the clock ticked. I really love hair, but I'm still a hostage. 2 personalities, check the posture. Smoke out the mouth, flare out the nostrils. Thinking death, then life seems scary. I pass the graveyard, seeing people Hail Mary. I ain't chillin' till I'm out parachuting, race my man in mountain climbing for about 10 diamonds. 25,000 apiece, forget streets. Trying to own the island, forget about wildin'. Try riding in the car that be gliding. If I showed you where I live, you would think I was hiding. Sling bricks, the chicks that don't speak English.
Yeah, we'll be doing it like that tonight. There's also going to be a Discord panel. We'll be doing it like that tonight. And we'll be playing the game Become Human on P4.
Whenever we drop this, monotonous for y'all to keep hating, cause y'all never gon' stop us. I keep my rock spotless and my girls topless. Take time, try to figure out who the lock is. Fear no one, kick rhymes like Shogun. You scared to blow one, get robbed with your own gun. If I don't respect you, I'ma check you. And if I don't kiss you, I'ma peck you. Right before I wet you, I sneeze on tracks and bless you. I'm special, and if you like working out, then I'm gon' stretch you. Hustling is dead, but we still get red. Turn the spots in the bakeries to give back bread. And y'all said my money spent, but it's an event. So when the feds come, the dogs can't get a cent. And my story, self-explanatory, that I'm the hottest thing on the street, and y'all ain't got nothing for me.
What's the key to life? Yeah. Money, power, respect. What you need in life? Money, power, respect. You'll be eating right. Money, power, respect. You can sleep at night. You'll see the light. What's the key to life? Money, power, respect. What you need in life? Money, power, respect. You'll be eating right. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect.
This is a beat that I can freak and just drop the rails. Bless us up with the ill. Know my skill. X from the grills, hit 'em up. 'em up, wet 'em up, and watch 'em come, get 'em up, shut 'em up. When you do dirt, you get dirt. Trick, click, step back like I did work. This ain't no bluffing game, what you think I'm playing? Till you laying, to where the junkyard decaying. Mom's at home praying, to coming home, but you not. 'Cause you sitting up in the trunk, starting to rot. And hell is hot, low, because I'm here now, baby. It's going down, baby, get the 4 pound, baby, and let off up in the, especially if he think he bigger than my mother trigger. Did I, can I get mine? Is it gone? DMX representing the one time with the song.
Money, pound, respect, what you need in life. Money, pound, respect, what you eating right. Money, pound, respect, what you sleep at night. You'll see the light.
Yes, sir. Money, power, respect. That's what we need in life. Money, power, respect. All right, we rounding the corner. We getting ready to start this joint. I'm gonna check the sound. So another throwback joint from Lil Wayne, taking us back, way back. How boys Roddy respect us.
Listen, when I come through bustin', everybody on the block be thrustin'. Weezy Wayne hot, boy, I be dustin'. Got them things to keep hustlin'. Catch me at the shop, I will be there. And my prices stay low, I keep it there. And if you want it bro, I got it right here. And if you want walk, I am still nightmare. Listen, all I know is bang bang, I hustle and slang. My block, I hang. And my Lil Wayne, I represent CMB. My sale is 10 a key. I usually get beat. Was taught that name of me. I pop head, bust it quick. I rock hair, bubble brick. I chop head down the nicks. My shop hair, got a fix. I always done black and always wasn't gas. Your girl legs talking back. Now how you loving that?
Hot boys who did respect us, representing cash money records. It's warfare, you better best up. But if you ain't standing, prove you sex up. Hot boys who did respect us, representing cash money records. It's warfare, you better best up. But if you ain't standing, prove you sex up.
Listen, I give it to them how they ask me. Raw and nasty, the AK I pack it. Believe I'm about that action. Slash a buster like a fraction. I'm on that Yola. Standing on the corner with one sleeve over my shoulder. Riding on your block, I see a dozen of weak jerks. Now it's time for your mama to order a dozen of t-shirts. For only half a brick, I blast the fifth. And I ain't gon' stop shooting till I jam the clip. Yeah, I'm a small creeper, what? But it's about to get ugly. Y'all better call people up. I'm about to start shoving my soul off between your guts. Wayne about to ball people up. Y'all better duck. When it get real, they hide from it. But all them busters about to get killed on the side of it. Man, I'm thugging till the day I die, cousin. Weezy Wee, let them burn, bring the fire truck in.
Hot boys who did respect us, representing cash money records. It's warfare, you better best up. But if you ain't scared, then prove you sex up. Hot boys who did respect us, representing cash money records. It's warfare, you better best up. But if you ain't scared, then prove you sex up.
Listen, let it be known.
Yeah.
I'll come blow up
There
your
she
home.
go.
Take a few blunts to the dome and show up alone. Just me and my flame torch. Wayne start danger.
Glad to have you, glad to have you, always.
Burning on that Hennessy. Some of y'all be feminine. Bouncing with a twitch, leave them crawling out of ditch. Goddamn, son of a shh, don't speak. I cock back, let it go. Give them peace, get cheese. I got to get paid. I'm going all out, no matter what it takes. I was raised up on that paper. Kill for the skrill was in my nature. 2 M1 to keep the black hot. Sell wrong coat to keep my black hot. Never add taxes to my price, man. And if a boy play, I ride at night, man.
Hot boys who did respect us, representing cash money records. It's warfare, you better best up. But if you ain't scared, then prove you sex up. Hot boys who did respect us, representing cash money records. It's warfare, you better best up. But if you ain't scared, then prove you sex up. Hot boys who did respect us, representing cash money records. It's warfare, you better best up. But if you ain't scared, then prove you sex up. Say the reason you did this one, yeah, you heard me? They ain't gonna never get well from this one. Just like I said, boy, in the year 2000,
Appreciate you anyway. Appreciate you anyway.
What's up, Jit? Like, what you been on? Like,
25, you know. Rappers come here,
Ain't
get
no
robbed
woody
and all
woody,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Winter, fall, spring, summer, and north. You got a choice, stay in the house or you can hop off the porch. My mom was only 15, lucky she ain't aboard. I'm from the south side of North, but still show love to the north. Talking 280, the number blocks, pin it in cold.
Good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, everybody catching this live and everybody that will be catching me on the replay. Thank y'all so much for joining me here on another live stream. Yes, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. For the most part, there's really no excuses as it comes to this thing, you know. You just make time and you make time to do things that you want to do and to do things that you need to do. And I was contemplating in my mind different type of topics to speak on, something that I can speak on at length, anything that will catch my eye, whether it be in the news or something that, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hold on. There's a Chat Ninja. It's supposed to be sitting on top of everything. Yeah, there you go. So everything is not taken away from the comments. There we go. Thank you so much. Yes, and of all things, I said, well, people have been asking, yo, all right, we got another stream coming. And of course, you know what I mean? I like having a platform where people could come in. This is an enjoyable experience. We may learn from each other. We share knowledge. We enjoy entertainment, music, sports, and games, all type of things, you know what I mean? And mostly for y'all, because I really do enjoy the conversation with y'all. So, to be true to my word, because I told somebody asked me when I'm coming, I said I'll do something today. I just made sure that I got my behind up out of bed early, went and handled all my business early so I can make time tonight. It still was a little bit later than I wanted to start it. I wanted to start a little around 11, and I was having a conversation with somebody concerning this topic, and I told her, I said, you know what, all this that we talking about right now, we're gonna have to rehash this again. And then she had a phone call. Unfortunately, a phone call took her away. I'm trying to reach her right now. She hasn't responded yet. May still be on that phone call. Hopefully everything is good, but you know, we'll see. Hopefully she'll be available to chime in later on this topic, because this definitely was something I said I can go in depth about a little bit. Let me see here. I need another window to introduce this topic right here. It was a couple of things I also like to have when I speak on anything, just to have some pieces of information or some facts to somewhat supplement the topic that I'm speaking on. So I found a couple of things, and I went the cheap route. I found Instagram, and I typed in respect on Instagram. And for the most part, these are inspirational sayings, some things that we may have heard in our youth as kids coming up, or from our parents, or just from movies and other sources of entertainment. And some of these things may sound very familiar to you that you may hear that I'm going to go over with this. Some of these quotes pulled from Instagram, highlighting or under the search tab itself, respect. So I'm ready. Big birthday done passed. 37 is here. Yes, it's officially here. I don't feel too much different, you know what I mean? But my body is talking to me a little bit, but it's been doing that through the whole 36. So let's see how 37. Oh, well, I thank you so much. Hey, I'm keeping my spirits up, keeping enthused about it. And as long as people are hitting the like button, that is one way that it goes out. When people in driving by, they seeing the thumbnail, it catches their eye. I know the thumbnails catches eye. That's one thing. And then two, not always. I know some people can thrive off a certain type of content regularly. You know what I mean? Even being in a niche. I necessarily don't have too much of a niche, but I am pretty much a gaming and entertainment channel. But I do get into the philosophical type of conversations, even like this. This would be considered like a philosophical conversation, but it is. And thank you so much. This is just like, this is everyday life for people. This is things that we go through in real life. You know what I mean? Emotions that we go through in real life. Things that we feel. And y'all got me going. I'm getting into my groove as I can speak on it freely at will and just flow. Hopefully all my thoughts will flow out of me. I usually like to put things down on paper or jot down notes so I can reference those notes and go in that nature. But to open it up, speaking on respect being the topic at hand. Hold up, where is my... Yes. Discord gotta come down. Hold on, Discord window. There we go. Gotta come down. A model of respect, healthy relationships. Hopefully it's big enough for y'all to see. Can I zoom in anymore? Respect and time. Respect and time in a relationship for you. Time and respect in far as like the poll question. I see so far 2 votes and both of them is for communication. Interesting. Both votes so far is communication for the most important things to you in a relationship. And this doesn't just have to be a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship too. You can also think of it as interpersonal relationships too. I think some of those can also apply to interpersonal relationships that we have with people. Let me see the options I did give. Dependability, communication, cooperation, respect. Yeah, I think that could even apply to family relationships as well. Most definitely. But there's like, this shit. It goes so deep. And then if we were to put it into a tier list of things that's most important to us, with everything that we can think of as it comes to respect in our interpersonal relationships, you know what I mean? I would like to see that. If I could do that, if I ever get a community tab anytime in the near future, I'm gonna set it up so where I can potentially have that listed out and see what people's choices would be. There's a way I could also do it in the YouTube chat with Nightbot, where I could have various choices. I could have various choices for people to select from. But, you know, again, I think each person's tier list is going to be very different. Now, in this pie chart here that we have under healthy relationships, I'm not sure who is the author of this pie chart, who is the creator of it, and what are they. Communication, trust, and respect. I see communication, it does rank very high for all of y'all. And you know what? I think when we're speaking in terms of respect with communication, you can communicate your feelings. You can communicate how you're feeling. I think I just said the same thing twice. You can communicate your feelings, 1. You can communicate your desires, 2. You can communicate your dislikes, 3. And you can communicate your expectations. Then it'd be on that person to respect your wishes, respect what you're communicating to them, and then it comes back onto you to trust that they will fall through. So I can tie in, yes, communication is a big key, because if you're able to express what you're thinking and feeling clearly, the other party in that exchange, there shouldn't be any, what's the word I'm looking for here? There shouldn't be any confusion. There should not be any confusion if you're able to effectively communicate, and if that other person is attentively listening to what you're saying, if they're giving respect to the words that are coming out of your mouth, there should not be any confusion. If you yourself, if you believe you're somebody who is very effective at communicating what you want, what you desire, what your expectations are, there should be very little confusion. But going now to this chart again, everything circling around respect. And we'll start dead center up at the top. Off of healthy relationships. Accountability. 1, admits mistakes or when wrong. 2, accepts responsibility for behaviors, attitudes, and values. Now, these in the first line here, when they're speaking of respect, I think, and then to see how everyone thinks of it, accountability being a respect aspect in a relationship. I can jive with that very well. Accountability being an aspect of respect. And shout out to the 3 in the chat. Yo, if you're here new, if you're here viewing, and if you haven't hit the like button already, please, by all means, hit that like button so we can keep getting pushed out into the algorithm, get more people to join the platform, and get exposed to the content here. These great conversations that we have, and also this welcoming environment that we're fostering here on my side of YouTube here with Wody Mac. To the 4 in the chat, yes, shout out to everybody. Thank you. Coming in the door, the least you could do for me, even if you don't like me that much, hit the dislike button too. All engagement is good engagement. Hit the like or the dislike. It all is the same to me. That the engagement will go out into the algorithm, and it helps get more eyes on the channel. And I appreciate all of y'all here tuning in with me right now. So, how do I respect eliminates the possibility of crossing boundaries and trespassing on the relationship, okay? And honestly is very important. And I don't mean YouTube definition. Yeah, honesty. Got you. You're saying the bit rate. I hope the bit rate is staying high enough. Okay. So, respect in terms of accountability. I'm going to need. I enjoy your engagement in the stream because even y'all comments, you and Hassad, the comments that y'all are opposing is helping me continue to further my build on this topic. This is what one good thing about having other people to build off of, because where we may come up with ideas in and of ourselves, sometimes somebody says something that triggers a thought in your mind and helps you further develop your thoughts. This is the importance, I think, of having other people who can contribute to a conversation. Even if somebody may not be contributing much, somebody who has something to say of value, and we all have something of value to attribute, but it may not be, for some people in this type of conversation, they may not have a lot to contribute because they don't have a lot of information or a lot of experience on that topic. But if we were talking about money and economics, then hey, they can contribute more to that conversation. But I think as far as why there's so many people, it's easy for them to, and shout out to Let's Troll, thank you for showing love. I hope you hit that like button for me there. I appreciate you. Now you see the blue light. You seeing the blue light right there shining on me. Right. But as far as you see, I did lose my thought for a second. But as far as, again, though, people, why I think it's easiest for people to speak about relationships, everybody can relate to some type of relationship. To either be the relationship with their child, the relationship with their parents, you've had a significant other. That's why I think that is the easiest and most popular topics on YouTube, because we all have experienced some type of relationship. So we can all speak on that in some form or fashion as an expert. And then even in this, like when we're speaking about emotional stability, we're talking about respect, we're talking about other things of that nature. It's easier for everyone to chime in because everybody's viewpoint is viable on topics like this. And I love to hear everybody's viewpoint. You know what I mean? Yo, let's see. I'm not trying to look at your comments. I'm here trying to stay focused on my bill. So I ain't trying to look at too much of your comments right now because you clowning. I'm going to need me some more water. But thank each and every one of you, though, for being here, chiming in. Again, hope you hit that like button in on the way in. I appreciate y'all for the 3 likes. And everybody hitting the door and everybody catching this on the replay, yo, please hit the like button. That definitely helps us push out to the algorithm and get more people, brand new people here, introduced to the platform. So now back again, we've read again what accountability means under the terms of respect. Admits mistakes or when wrong. In my eyes, where you show somebody respect, if you have true respect for somebody. If I've done something to you that you dislike, or I've exhibited some type of behavior that's hurt you, or I've given you an attitude that's shitty, and if I can be self-reflective and respect your feelings and take accountability for whatever way that I may have wronged you, I do see that as me showing respect. It's me taking accountability. It's 2 actions taking place in that scenario. The first verb or the first action is taking of accountability. I did something wrong to you. I've hurt you in some type of way. And the second action taken is showing respect to you by admitting my wrongdoing or modifying my behavior so that we don't have a repeat of same said mistakes or behaviors or attitudes, if you value and respect that person. So accountability under respect, I see that. I can see that. Let's see how it jives. The next to the right of that, they mentioned safety. I hope y'all can read this again. It's not zoomed in too close. But the next thing here that I see under that is safety. Let me minimize this and this so I can see if anybody joins in on the Discord. Also for this lady, I'm going to give her another call and see if she's all right. I mean, I know it's getting late. People getting tired. You know, at this time of the day, it's 1 o'clock in India and Indonesia and the Philippines. So all my people who found me from the Philippines and from Vietnam and Russia, it's time for y'all to check in. This is y'all lunch break. Come holler at your boy and hit that like button. So safety under the pie chart of respect says, first off, yeah, I know it's kind of small, so I'll definitely read it for y'all. Even when I try to zoom it in, it don't make it better. No, it make it worse. It make it worse when I try to zoom it in. Ooh, Lord, look at that. Makes it much worse when I zoom it in. Who would have thought 175 would have been better? Trying to make it as prominent as I can make it as possible. Also, there's something else I could do here. All right, one last thing I could do. Oh, this would definitely work. I just gotta be careful how I do it. This should definitely work. Hey, definitely. A little better. This damn cat running in here again. I'm cat sitting, y'all. My brother's at his girlfriend's house and I'm here cat sitting. All right, boom. That should make it a little bit better. Also, let me turn off this screen right here. Boom, and there we go. That should make it a little bit better. Yeah. So number 2 under that, safety. And 1 is saying refusing to intimidate or manipulate. Refusing to intimidate or manipulate. Respect. Respecting physical space. I see that. I can understand that. So, okay, I see what they're saying. I see what they're saying under this. Okay. Respecting physical space. That is definitely something you hear people say, respect my space, respect my personal space. And expressing yourself non-violently. That is also one of those things I want to delve into, though, with the expression of self non-violently, because I think disrespect, when we come to disrespect, right? Some people look at words as violence. There's some people that consider words out here as violence. And I would, again, when I say these type of things, I like to support them with visual evidence so y'all can see. If you've never heard nobody say these type of things before, you could actually see the visual evidence for yourself of people doing this. It may take me a minute to even try to find that, but yes, I've seen people express themselves that words are violence. And as we know with things with violence, when it comes to violence, people feel the right to defend themselves against any type of violence. So, not to get ahead of myself, but that is also part of what I wanted to dive into. As you see the thumbnail, defending your integrity. If words are violence, cussing at your partner is violent. So, even in that sense, expressing yourself non-violently, right? And if words can be violence or cursing and things of that nature, that is, people find that to be a form of violence. Is physical protecting yourself physically warranted in those situations? Do you have the right to protect yourself physically from verbal violence? Something that I want to flesh out and we think about that. But yes, refusing to intimidate or manipulate. Intimidation can put some people in a space where they feel scared, even if you may not necessarily be physically putting your hands on a person. But the intimidation, you don't know that person's mental state, you know what I mean, and what type of fear you've struck up within them. So intimidating another person with your physical being, or maybe even your words, like for instance, yo, if this was the old me, I'd have been put hands on you. Or, yo, you lucky, yo, that, yo, my supervisor here, you know what I mean? Yo, you lucky that your brother is my best friend, so on and so forth. Like the hidden low key shady / threatening comments that people can make, the comments that people can make to someone, and again, we all not knowing what somebody's mental makeup is in these situations. But again, there are people that live on different spectrums of life. What I mean, different spectrums of life, you know what I mean, where some people have a low tolerance for ignorance, some people have a low tolerance for disrespect. I am one of those people, in my belief, that nothing that somebody should say should get you to react in violence for the most part. But again, I am of the mindset that when we see respect, safety, refusing to intimidate or manipulate. When you're intimidating me and you're not respecting my physical space and you're not expressing yourself non-violently, I'm expressing to the police in handcuffs that, yo, officer, I had to defend myself. This doggone cat is running all around the house, acting a jackass. Yeah. But I understand to think that through. Now, respect. They say honesty. And I think I've seen a couple of y'all say, Gigi did say that with honesty in one of her responses. Honesty communicates openly and truthfully. I can definitely see how this aligns wholeheartedly with honesty, how respect aligns wholeheartedly with honesty. Your communication is truthful and open to whoever this person is that you have a relationship with, in a healthy relationship. Some people think too, some people have the mindset though that because I respect you, that I would not tell you certain things that I know would hurt you. That we're going down a different rabbit hole with that line of thinking, right? But as you can see on the opposite side of that pie chart, there is trust under respect too, right? There's trust under that too, and I also have some other thoughts on that too as well, where people would open, yes, communicate openly and truthfully, but is there any moment where out of respect I would lie to you? It is acceptable. If I don't like, I don't know, something you're wearing and it's one of your favorites, and out of respect, should I let you go ahead and wear what you want because that's your expression of self? You know? Or can I respectfully tell you honestly, hey, that doesn't fit you right, or hey, that doesn't look good on you? You know what I mean? You've been wearing these pair of shoes or this shirt or this dress. No, this is one of your favorite for years. You bought it for a year and a half. But now, here I come as somebody who says that they respect you, and I see it. I'm like, don't quite like it. Maybe that's just my own personal taste. You know what I mean? Should I do the nice thing then and out of respect, per se, respect for you, just not be honest with you in that moment and let it slide? I don't know. That's another can of worms in and of itself for another discussion, I think. And lies are not, respect is deceitful. I do agree. But now, let's not necessarily say only just those lies. I'm talking about even in the deceit part, just in the example that I gave. It's one thing like to do something that would intentionally hurt somebody, right? Just like your parents tell you don't do something and you went and did it, right? You violated their trust. You violated that person's trust in you by doing something. What's up, Room Shaker Mama? Good to see you. Good to see you. Talking about disrespect and respect. And I know you have to deal with a lot of disrespect on your side of these YouTube streets. Boy, let me tell you. So I wonder how you deal with people as it comes to disrespect, and what's your self-defense mechanisms for dealing with disrespectful people. How do you protect your mental health against disrespect? I would wonder. But as now what we were talking about right now, Room Shaker, where I was giving an example to Hassan. Out of respect, you would find a way to tell your partner what's up. Now here's why I'm putting two things in alignment for you. For somebody to keep somebody's trust in you very high, I think it's best not to do things that would jeopardize their trust in you, whether it be cheating on them if this is a significant other, whether it be doing something that they ask you not to do out of respect. Hey, I got a jar of money in here that I'm saving up from, and you go and pluck $30 out of because you need for gas, whatever the case, and don't tell me. You just say you're going to try to sneak it back in, right? I told you don't touch that. Say like a parent or something like that. I found out you did it though, but I didn't say nothing. But now you violated my trust in you in that. Like you've pulled a little bit of my trust away from me. And we see trust is on the opposite side of this thing. We're going to get to it. We're working our way around clockwise. But not in that sense with being deceitful in that sense, right? I see is buffering. Is it buffering right now? Is it buffering right now? We keep getting the buffering, Lordy G. We keep getting the buffering. All right. Hopefully it's moving. It's not buffering too bad. Hopefully it's moving. It's not buffering too bad, and y'all can still hear me. I'll give it a second. I'm trying to give it a second because we keep getting the buffering. I don't want it to be so bad where y'all can't hear me. It's got to be good enough. Okay, yeah, it's climbing back up. It's been wavering. Is it buffering for y'all? Is it like getting like grainy at times? Is it getting grainy at times with the picture quality? As long as y'all can hear me, I can take that. Because I hate to be speaking and then it just all of a sudden just the audio goes completely haywire. So if y'all can hear me, that's good, at least even in this moment. But again, going back to my point at hand, not doing something that is going to purposely violate the trust of your significant other or a parent or a loved one or family member. I'm speaking about just in terms of, I use the example of like, say something that a person is doing. They've been doing for a long time, right? Right? And they feel comfortable doing it. They may be doing it the wrong way, right? They may be doing it the wrong way. Or a friend that they have that you feel is not good for them, right? But they've been close from since way knee high. Or something that they're wearing, like I used. Is it in your best interest, out of respect for that person, then to let them continue on? Or you think you're doing them a great disservice by not addressing something that you see as wrong? Like I say, for instance, yo, that blue dress that you're wearing, I know it's your favorite, but I don't think that's you. It doesn't look that good, or I don't think it fits you right. Some people don't take that. Some people take that as disrespectful. You know what I mean? For you, for pulling them up on something like that, their attire or their significant other, a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever the case may be, right? So in those cases, again, I'm talking about out of respect for that person, do you kind of leave that alone? Would it be the best course of action? That, in that sense, not doing something to violate somebody's trust. That is not respectful in my eyes. And I know they say in other spaces where we're not talking about necessarily the dating realm, but I know people like to say in certain spaces that certain people can cheat because of perceived value. That still to me is even a violation of trust. That's just my opinion on that. So we go down now under respect to support. Somebody that you respect, you support. You support each other's choices. Absolutely. That is respectful. And this is where it goes also, where it ties into what I was just saying. I respect each other's choices. You support each other's choices respectfully, right? You may think it's a bad choice. This is now we're talking about the choices people make for themselves. The way that they dress themselves, their own expression of personal style, the relationships they get into.
Quick question. You was planning on leaving her or letting her sleep down her type shit?
I mean, when I'm done, I'm gonna bring her back upstairs.
If she gone too long in the kitchen, just look out for her. I mean,
Is the food uncovered?
Yeah, I put foil over it too, and then the top on it, because remember, no
The
top
lid?
really like fully covers the pot.
Yeah.
It's there, so it should block her, but just in case she torn there for too long.
Got you. I had to check on. Got you. All right. Yeah, the cat, you see her right here. That's her being mischievous. There's a little motherfucker right here. Somebody got food on the stove and she'll jump up there and try to get up in it. Word. But support out of respect. Excuse me. Supporting each other's choices. Bad choices that we may deem to be bad choices. Out of respect, you just support it wholeheartedly. I see you say you would tell a person. Okay. Being understanding, right? Out of respect, being understanding about somebody, understanding of someone else's point of view. Offering encouragement. Okay, I see. Yeah. Being encouragement. I do that a lot with my friends, offering encouragement to my friends that I respect. But like if they got an endeavor that they're taking on, whether it may not be fruitful in the moment, whatever, like say they want to be a rapper, whatever the case may be, I offer encouragement, be like, yo, I listen to what you got, your music, I like this about it, I like that about it. Yeah, go ahead, man. Yo, I can see you getting it. You just got to put the work in, but I can see it happening for you. That's how I offer encouragement to like people who are close to me. Listening non-judgmentally. And this one is something that I think all of us do, and I think it's because for the most part, people that we don't like or we don't know, we don't necessarily give them the respect of not listening judgmentally. We do have our own preconceived notions of people from the little that we know of them or things that we may have heard about them. I can use this when I say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm only going to use this for example, Tommy Sotomayor, right? Tommy Sotomayor is very controversial. Say somebody who's never listened to his content before, but has heard things about him from other people that they respect, right? And then they get an opportunity to see some of his content. Are you going in listening non-judgmentally to hear what he has to say? Usually not, because you don't have that initial respect for that person. So this also in terms of like going and speaking on, if we're joining in conversations with people we don't know or who hold different viewpoints from us, whether it be politically or religiously, so on and so forth. We generally, I'm guilty of this, and I'm sure a lot of other people are generally, it's pretty much the whole world. We don't go in listening non-judgmentally to the other person, especially somebody who we don't rock with. It's just it's inherently in us as people, and I understand it's a thing. It's can't fight it. It is a thing. That's what it is. Human nature. It definitely is human nature within us. And also within that also listening non-judgmentally, these same people that we respect, we value their opinions. So in me giving an opinion on something that you do, or even if I'm supporting your choices, if you respect me, you also would value my opinion and listen non-judgmentally if I'm giving any type of critique and being understanding. So that is definitely, we see this respect thing as a two-way street. And if you respect one person more than the other, then there can be an impasse later in that relationship if there's not mutual respect between you and that other person. Now, I can see how it can fall, how that relationship can fall flat on its face. So, continuing on under respect, the respect of cooperation, asking and not expecting. This is something like when you do good deeds, you pay it forward to people, right? I don't know, just for respect for your fellow man or woman. You ask and you do not expect anything in return. Asking, hey, can you help me? Can you help me out here? I have an important term paper coming up. You know what I mean? Not because we have a special relationship that I'm in full expectation for you to give me your help, to give me money when I need. You know what I mean? Out of complete respect, for the other party involved. I place no expectations. We shouldn't place no expectations on other people's time, attention, and resources. Out of respect. And that is a cooperative thing. I accept that. Out of respect for someone in cooperation, we're accepting of change. Now, what do they mean here with this in cooperation? Okay, and seeing in the terms of cooperation, right? Well, two cooperative parts come to an agreement in a decision that they made, and the decision may make a drastic change for one of the parties involved. And out of respect for that other person's choices that they made, right, and being understanding, you accept the change. You still have the right to you still have the right to give your opinion. You know what I mean? They should, again, going back to support, if they support you, they should value your opinion. If anything, if these changes are not working out for you, it's like respect in of itself. It's an adjective. It's an adjective because it's a descriptor. It's a noun because it is a thing. And in all sense of the word, it is also a verb because you have to put respect into action. So respect definitely is a verb. Now, what do you mean, like as far as like a submission unto your partner? If in that sense you mean Hissa? Cooperation, or another word for your submission? Yeah, submitting to your significant other in a healthy relationships, decisions, and being willing to accept change. I can see that. It's submission, though, it can be such a dirty word to some people, but I do understand in the context, because even in the Bible it says, husbands, submit to your wives, and wives, submit to your husbands, right? And number 3 under the cooperation of respect has making decisions together for someone that you respect. Hold up. Sorry, y'all. This damn cat. The damn cat is on the stove. Oh yes, I'm back, y'all. That cat, take that damn cat back upstairs. It's 1 o'clock in the morning anyway. This is why I gotta keep the rag, what I was saying, y'all, like a Baptist pastor, because these earmuffs, they start getting wet when the sweat start coming. So this is why the last time y'all see me, I had the rag on my head to keep the earmuffs from getting too sweated out. You know what I mean? But yeah, the cat was up there jumping on the stove. My boy, he just cooked. The cat was trying to get into the pot. So yeah, the cat is 1 o'clock in the morning. Cat go take his ass to bed now anyway. And yes, shout out and salute the American Negro. Good to see you, my G. Thank you for tuning in with us. Again, I had somebody that was supposed to join me. I'm gonna give her one more call and let's see if she's still up. I don't know what happened. Let's see if I can catch her. And she not answering the phone. Lindora, hey, Lindora, glad you could catch me too. You might have to catch some of this information on the replay. Lindora, glad you could catch me too. If somebody was supposed to be up here with me, you can catch some of the information on the replay. But now we're going around clockwise. We're going around clockwise around this wheel of healthy relationships. Nah, I wouldn't be doing no prank calling. If I prank call anybody, I'd be prank calling you. Tell you it's Idris Elba or Chris Brown, and yo, I've been thinking about you all night, and I can't wait till we finally get together. Playing like I'm Denzel Washington or some shit. You all right, you know? Zeke's Women. Yo, shout out to Zeke's Women. Thank you so much. Hey, y'all. Zeke's woman, Zeke, room shaker shake. I'm so glad she sent you over here. I think now you look like a very intelligent person from the looks of your profile picture. So, yeah, you never know. This might just be your type of conversation. As you can see from the heading and the thumbnail and what we're speaking on right now. We're going around clockwise around this wheel. And each of these in the pie chart of respect and how this was broken down. I don't know who is the author of this pie chart. But right now we've reached all the way around the cooperation. My good compatriot Hassan took the word cooperation and also juxtaposed it with submission. I was raised in the NOLA. But I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the BX. The BX in the building. Shout out. I don't know where are you from, Zeke's woman. Oh yeah, but we ain't done. Like after this is done, then I got a game for y'all. It's called Become Human. The game is set in a distant future where androids are so lifelike they look like humans, and then some of these androids are becoming self-aware. Let me see. I don't want the latency to be so low because the game in of itself is a game where you make choices that affect the further outcomes of the game. It's like a choose your own adventure, like a book, but it's very cinematic. The game is kind of dope. I've played a little bit of it before. We're going to dive into that later. We'll try that out. But just on this side, oh man, it's already too late. I should have had the latency set a little bit lower because I want it to be where I can have y'all too as the viewers as I go into that game, and y'all can also make choices and we can make the choices together as I'm playing it and checking it out. But anyway, back though on the topic here at hand, and I thank y'all so much. It took only we've been going in for about an hour. It takes about an hour, I guess, everybody to catch up and see what's going on. Yo, y'all coming in. I see all the likes. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. Hitting the like button in on the way in the building. You in Red Hook. Yo, my mother's in well, it's called Kensington. A lot of people don't know Kensington, but it's like Midwood, Kensington, Prospect Park. She's over there where all them Jewish people at. Yeah, my mother lives over there, and I'm in Newark, New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey. I moved to Jersey because it's cheap over here. You already know. Most people come up out of New York. They go to Jersey City. But Jersey City to me is still too expensive. You know what I mean? Or they go to, you know what I mean? Shit, they go to Long Island, shit like that. But you move to Newark, you getting a better deal, and you still 30 minutes outside of the city. It's still a Metro card into the city, about a 35-minute ride. It's nothing. So, like, you know what I mean? If you still want to be accessible to the city, I'm telling you, New York, just like your boy said and paid in full, yo, Newark, yo, Jersey, hey, Jersey is where it's at, eh? I'm telling you, Jersey is where it's at. But yo, not to get too diverted from the topic at hand, going around clockwise, y'all, and please, if you feel free to, we've only been talking on this topic maybe about 30 minutes. You can catch the replay and hear some of my thoughts on this as I was getting all the way now around to cooperation. So far, we've tackled Brick City already. Nah, I mean, we've now got to the point of cooperation. Miss Hassan said that cooperation in her eyes also too is very similar to submission, and I can see how that is is very similar. It says cooperation is under the terms of respect, asking, not expecting. What I said with that is I can ask for any type of help that I may need. I used the example of a term paper. I got a term paper coming up. Yo, can you give me some help? But even somebody that I have a healthy relationship with, or we consider these under healthy relationships, giving respect to people in healthy relationships. It could be my mother. It could be my son, my daughter, whatever. It could be my significant other. I can ask for the help, whatever help that I may need. But just know, though, that if you respect them, put no expectation of their time. Put no expectation on their time. GG, we going up. Oh, and y'all, we got song requests. For those of y'all, I have a special feature. We will be doing this later. You see what's on my screen right now? You do exclamation point, songs request. It's songs with an S. I don't know. I did that one wrong. That one was that was the wrong one. You put exclamation point songs requests when we go up, and any song that you request, put the artist's name and the name of the song with the exclamation point song request in the beginning, and you can request any song. And I have an app called Nightbot that will automatically put that song in the queue and play it when we go on, but only for people that are listening in the Discord, because unfortunately, after about 2 hours of playing the music, we start getting the copyright strikes, and then they start blocking the channel where you can't see it. So to avoid that, I just started doing it where, like, now I'll put it in the Discord, or for the last 2 hours of the stream, about the last hour and a half to last 2 hours when I know I'm about to shut it down, then I'll bring the music to the YouTube stream, because right now it's not monetized. You know what I mean? For the most part, the views still count. We trying to get more eyes on the channel, and the likes is helping. Thank y'all again. Like the stream if you like yourself, like Stream Elements said. Y'all already done though. So going back here under respect, accepting change. When I said that with accepting change, if you also under respect support each other's choices. And when I was going to this accepting change, Mr. Sa said also that part of submission, just like they like to say in the Bible, husbands submit to your wives, men, wives submit to your husbands, right? It is a making decisions together under the cooperation of respect type of deal. You're willing to compromise under point number 4. You're willing to compromise with your significant other, or somebody like your family member, whatever the case may be, if you have respect for that person, right? And win-win resolutions to conflict, right? And that also is, who the hell? Gordo got me pregnant. Yo, never seen his name before. Thank you for joining the channel. Well, Gordo, do me one. Get that like button pregnant. Hit that like button and get that bit pregnant. You want to get some? You want some king stroke? Stroke that like button. That thumbs up. No freaky. Go ahead and get the stroke in that like button. Since you here in the building, where's my rag at? Hot in the bitch. It's here on my neck. Yeah, hot up in this mud. So, under the respect, the cooperation of respect. And lastly, I asked everybody again, like, you know, what are some of the most important things to them in a relationship, whether it be a family relationship or a relationship with a significant other. A lot of people was mentioning trust as one of those things. And I asked, okay, somebody that you trust, somebody that has trust, and you wouldn't do something that would take trust away from them. That'd be like cheating or being deceitful or stealing from them. That would take away trust. That would take away trust from that relationship potentially, whether it be a parent, like you tell a child, don't do this, or I got this jar right here that I've been putting money in. I used this example earlier. And if you go into that jar and you take some money out, you are betraying the trust that somebody puts into you if they were to find out that you did such and such. But somebody that also you have respect for, going back across the pie chart, you see from trust back over to honesty. Can I be honest with somebody? If it's not something that's betraying trust, can I be completely honest with somebody that I respect? Can I be completely honest with somebody who has trust in me? Like saying, I don't like something that you did, or I don't think that's a good idea. Yo, maybe I would do it this way, right? But under support, it does say support each other's choices, right? And being understanding, right? And listening non-judgmentally under support. So all of these things, again, what I said, the word respect is an adjective. It describes, it's a descriptor for a person, place, or thing. It can be a descriptor for a person, place, or thing. It is a noun because it is a thing that you do. And it also is a verb. And the verb part of this here being this respect thing, it is very, let me bring that out on off the screen. It is very active. It's a very active verb, because for people that you got mad respect for, you're actively doing a lot of these different things and a lot of different interactions with them. And it can be draining. It can be tiresome. Bruh, it could be a lot of things. It's work. Giving respect is work too. Giving and receiving that respect is work. Is work. I can see it. I can see how it can be. So all these falling under the... What type of behavior do I not allow on the stream? I'd say for the most part, then when they start being disruptive. When they start being disruptive, then they control. Trolling is cool, but then we start being disruptive. There was one dude who was subscribed to me, and I had to hide him from the channel because he kept coming up and start saying shit like real homosexual